Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the life of the legendary Phil Hartman, the funny guy we all loved from Saturday Night Live. But as we're about to find out, his story takes a heartbreaking turn that left us all in shock. Stick around as we uncover the events that led to his final night and explore the lasting impact he left on the world of entertainment. Let's rewind the tape to the early days of Phil Hartman's life, painting a vivid picture of the man before he became a household name. Born on September 24, 1948, in Brantford, Ontario, Canada, Hartman's journey into the world of comedy was set in motion at an early age. Phil's innate comedic talent started making waves during his college years, where he began honing his craft as a performer and writer. The allure of entertainment drew him to Los Angeles, where he embarked on his career in the 1970s. His early days were characterized by hard work, perseverance, and a relentless pursuit of his passion. Hartman's comedic prowess caught the attention of the Groundlings, an improvisational and sketch comedy troupe. This became a pivotal point in his career as it provided a platform for him to showcase his diverse talents. The Groundlings served as a breeding ground for comedic legends, and Hartman's stint there set the stage for his future success. In the early 1980s, Phil Hartman's journey took a significant leap forward with his involvement in the sketch comedy show The Pee Wee Herman Show. His collaboration with Paul Reubens, who portrayed the eccentric character Pee Wee Herman, showcased Hartman's ability to bring laughter to a broader audience. However, it was his breakthrough on Saturday Night Live (SNL) that catapulted him into mainstream fame. Joining the cast in 1986, Hartman became a standout performer, creating a repertoire of unforgettable characters and impressions. From the smooth-talking Bill Clinton to the hilariously neurotic unfrozen caveman lawyer, Phil's versatility and comedic timing became the backbone of SNL during his 8-season tenure. Beyond the small screen, Hartman expanded his influence into the world of animation. He lent his voice to iconic characters such as Troy McClure and Lionel Hutz on The Simpsons, leaving an indelible mark on the animated landscape. While Phil Hartman's professional life was full of comedic brilliance, his personal life unfolded with its share of challenges. As we peel back the layers, we find a man whose laughter-inducing performances on-screen were juxtaposed with a more nuanced and at times tumultuous reality off-screen. Despite all of his on-screen success, Hartman's personal life proved to be more difficult. He was married for a brief time between 1970 and 1972, then again from 1982 to 1985. But his charisma on stage didn't always translate to an energetic, gregarious personality offstage. Hartman was known for being low-key, sometimes to a fault. My sense of Phil was that he was really two people, his second wife, Lisa Jarvis, told ABC. He was the guy who wanted to draw and write and think and create and come up with ideas. He was the actor and entertainer, and then he was the recluse. Down after his divorce from Jarvis, it didn't take Hartman long to meet the woman who would be his third wife, Bryn Omdahl. His relationships would always start out very intensely, intense emotionality, sexuality, and then they would inevitably peter out, his biographer, Mike Rogers, said in an interview. I mean, with Phil, he was always on the hunt for the new, the fresh, and he had an artist's eye for beauty. Omdahl was certainly beautiful, having moved to Los Angeles to work as a model and pursue an acting career. When she struggled in the cutthroat world of entertainment, she developed an addiction to cocaine. But she was in recovery and sober when she was set up on a blind date with Hartman in 1986. The pair were married a year later. Hartman and Omdahl's relationship started off strong but soon began to crack. The Hartmans had 2 children, a boy named Sean and a girl named Bergen, and based on what he told family and friends, Hartman had never been happier than he was in the mid-90s. But the gap in their success levels and Hartman's reclusive personality were causing problems. As the months go on, the cracks begin to show, and Phil does what he did with his last 2 relationships. He begins to withdraw emotionally, Thomas told ABC. They begin this pattern of fighting and making up and fighting and making up that would mark their relationship from there on out. Omdahl's supercharged temper and sense of jealousy, even during her years of sobriety, also caused problems. When Hartman's prior wife wrote them a note of congratulations after the birth of their son, for example, Omdahl did not receive it graciously. I got back a letter that was hair-curling, fury, rage, and a death threat from Bryn, Jarvis said. The gist of it was, "Don't ever get near me or my family or I will hurt you. I never want to hear from you. Never, ever come near us or you will really be sorry." She had trouble controlling her anger, Steve Small, Hartman's lawyer and close friend, told the Los Angeles Times. She got attention by losing her temper. Phil said he had to restrain her at times. According to Small, Hartman would often end their fights by withdrawing and going to sleep, preferring to let her cool off overnight. Amdahl began to drink and abuse cocaine again. "I go into my cave and she throws grenades to get me out," Small remembered Hartman telling him. Fast forward to the night of May 27, 1998, and the narrative takes a dark and somber turn. Amdahl had been in and out of rehab by late May 1998, trying to kick the addiction to the drugs and alcohol that, when mixed with her antidepressants, triggered violent outbursts. One of those outbursts occurred on the evening of May 27 after she returned home from eating dinner with a friend. She had 2 drinks and did not seem upset, her friend later told People. A fight ensued and again Hartman retreated to their bedroom. The couple had a pair of guns, a small collection that Amdahl began when they'd moved back to LA from New York City. At around 2 a.m. she removed a .38 Smith & Wesson from their metal lockbox in the closet and shot Hartman multiple times in the head and chest as he slept in bed, clad only in a t-shirt and boxer shorts. He died instantly. An hour later, after downing some more liquor, Amdahl called her friend Ron Douglas in hysterics. She told him that Hartman was gone for the evening and had left her a note saying he'd be back later. Douglas told her to go back to sleep, a suggestion that she promptly ignored. Instead, Amdahl showed up at his front door about 20 minutes later, stinking of alcohol and hysterical. He was angry but concerned and moreover knew better than to try her temper, so he invited her into his home. She promptly collapsed on the living room floor. Afraid that she'd overdosed, Douglas woke her, and after that she made a beeline to the bathroom where she puked again and again. Amdahl also repeatedly told him that she'd killed her husband, but even when she brandished the murder weapon, he still didn't believe her confession. Douglas misread the number of bullets in the chamber. Eventually, she sobered up enough to drive home but insisted that she'd only do so if Douglas followed her. On the way, she called and confessed to her friend Judy, who took her admission more seriously and booked it to the Hartman house. Amdahl and Douglas arrived first. Upon ascending up the stairs and turning into the Hartman's bedroom, a grisly scene proved to Douglas that his friend had indeed done the unthinkable. He called 911 to report the murder of Hartman. As the police raced toward the house, Amdahl's friends arrived on the scene. They worked to remove Sean, 9, and Burgen, 6, from the house. Sean told them that the gunshots had sounded like a door being slammed over and over again. The arrival of the Los Angeles Police Department heralded the beginning of the end. With the authorities closing in, Amdahl locked herself in the bedroom set next to the husband she'd slain and called her sister. When the cops banged on the door, Amdahl hung up on her sister and took her own life. The tragic end to Phil Hartman's life serves as a poignant chapter in the broader conversation about mental health awareness and the challenges faced by individuals in the public eye. It prompts reflection on the need for compassion, understanding, and support, as well as a recognition that behind the laughter and applause, real people with real struggles navigate the complexities of life. As we remember Phil Hartman, it is not only for the joy he brought through laughter but also as a somber reminder of the fragility of human existence and the importance of addressing the multifaceted aspects of well-being that extend beyond the spotlight. But let's not dwell solely on the darkness. Phil's legacy is something that deserves to shine. Think about the laughs he brought us, the characters etched into our memories. Despite the tragedy, his impact on comedy is everlasting. Plus, his untimely death sparked conversations about mental health, reminding us that even our favorite stars are human too. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the life and tragic end of Phil Hartman. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on the lives of influential figures in the entertainment industry. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the stories that shape our world.